Welcome to this preview of the Perfect Publishing System. And if you're on this page, you're probably looking to get a little more information on the inside of the course, and I'm going to guide you through the process. But one thing I want to actually point out is if you're thinking about buying this course, I want you to stop and not buy it for a very simple reason. I'm not putting the course down or anything like that, but if you just go ahead and buy it through regular channels, wherever it is that you found out about the course originally, you're going to be robbing yourself of the opportunity to get a free Amazon Kindle, which is actually the Amazon Kindle Fire. That's the latest reader, Amazon Reader, which is something you can get for free. And I'm going to tell you at the end of this video how to actually get that. So with that being said, let's just dive into the overview of the course. All right, so here we are, the inside of the course. As you can see, there's 8 different modules with individual videos in each and every one of them. But before we actually dive in, I just want to make a quick point. One thing that I was under the impression when I actually first got this, that this is just one of those little courses out there that's going to teach you how to set up, write your own little Kindle book and maybe rank it on Amazon real quick and be there on a bestseller list in some like super niche that's going to sell you like 2-3 copies, but still going to keep you on the bestseller list because it's just so bloody niched. So you can kind of grow your reputation, if nothing else. If this is why you were thinking about potentially buying this course, you really would be robbing yourself of something that's far grander than that. And this is what I found out when I actually started going through this, because this is not just about that. Yeah, you can build up your reputation, but this course is far more than that. It's about actually building a full-on empire. A publishing empire. And it's not just that. The principles in this course are actually applicable to all different types of businesses. But I want you to kind of think about grander scale when you're approaching this business, because the very first module really talks about laying out your entire mind map of how your business is going to look like when it's finished. And this was a big eye opener for me. As I said, I thought I was getting a little course on how to do something like in 5 days. You really would be robbing yourself of a very lucrative business model that is going to go a lot further. And that's basically what I wanted to point out with this. So the module number 1 is laying out the entire empire mind map, how to follow the steps, which specific models you want to follow, which are the lucrative markets that you want to play in, so there's no beating around the bush. The second module is the speed content creation. That's basically where you're going to get the resources to create your content really, really fast. And the secret sequence that a lot of people will actually miss out on when you're creating your content. There's a very specific sequence of steps that you want to follow as you go through this. And I got to tell you, I didn't know about this. In fact, if you were to just go ahead and out there and try to guesstimate your way through this, it's going to take a lot of pain before you learn the lessons. And this is, one of the things that Johnny is really good at is actually laying out the problems that he has encountered in a matter-of-fact way and learning from his mistakes in a very simple fashion. All right, so module number 3 is really about finding these writers. Where do you find the good writers that will create that content for you? Also, one thing that I really like about it is that it talks about how to scale things up. So it's not just about you, it's not just about your business, it's about growing it out to an empire. So how to go up and up and up. Module 4 talks about different Kindle environments. What it is, it's basically how to optimize for Kindle, because there's, as you know, many different Kindles, and each and every one of them is a beast on its own. And you want to make sure that when you're optimizing for Kindle, you're optimizing for all of them. In fact, Kindle 3 is the latest one that is currently out there, and the course is totally up to date. It's actually talking about how to optimize for the latest Kindle too. Obviously, a whole bunch of resources that are also available through the video as well. Also, one thing that the Module 4 talks about is actually crafting titles, and I think this is crucially important for anybody in any business. I don't care if you're actually going to be sticking with the publishing model or not. The titles are probably the most crucial thing about any sales that you're ever going to encounter, and Johnny talks about how to craft perfect titles that will actually get an attention, immediate attention, and basically just grab the reader and suck them right in. Module 5 right here is about covers. Now, covers is what's going to get your book picked up in the first place. So many people judge the book by the covers, and it's so true. And in this module, you're actually going to learn about not just how to actually get those covers, but also how to get cheap designs. Because you don't want to be going out there and creating these covers yourself. Obviously, you're going to be outsourcing that part. But how to get them done really, really cheap, and how to get them so that they really pick up the attention of a potential reader. Now, Module 6 is about getting more traction with reviews, because reviews are it's the chicken and the egg thing. You know, you need good positive reviews in order to get the sales, and you need sales in order to get the positive reviews. So how do you kind of break that cycle? How do you get into it so that you can actually grow your business? And John has a very simple formula for setting it up, and he lays it all out in this module. Another thing that's really cool about this module is the pricing strategies, because pricing strategies can make or break your business. Getting a good pricing strategy to sell your books is going to be essential to the success of your business. In module number 7, there's quite a bit of content, and some of the highlights that I can bring out. Obviously, we can't go through everything in a short preview like this, but some of the highlights that I like to point out is really about how to blast out the sales, how to set it up so it runs on the autopilot. And then finally, the 8th module, there's a couple of things I actually wanted to point out that are pretty cool. First of all, Johnny talks about the perfect pulse strategy, as he likes to call them. And what this is basically a way for you to shoot up. Actually, the entire 8th module is really centered on how to shoot up to the top of the New York Times bestseller list and stay there. It's not a quick get ranked on Amazon type of a course. It really is about scaling up your empire and really shaking it in the big way. And when we're talking about things like the Wall Street Journal bestseller number 2 spot, just actually had one of the members that did that. That's basically, this is the module that explains how this stuff is done. Another thing that this course actually talks about, which I think is very, very cool, is basically how to defend against review bombs. What is a review bomb? A review bomb is just basically something that other publishers will actually do to basically absolutely annihilate somebody who's just crushing it because of whatever the reason there is. I mean, they maybe want to annihilate the competition and whatnot, and they'll actually do these review bombs to shoot you down. And Johnny has actually found a method that you can actually defend yourself against these. So that's basically it for the insight. One of the things actually I should probably point out is that each and every video is already ripped in the MP3 format, which I think is pretty darn cool for a very simple reason. You can listen to these things, and if you have like a player, if you have an iPhone or a Droid, just throw it onto your Droid and basically listen to it, because we are all spending so many hours in our day doing things that really contribute nothing to our bottom lines. It's just basically, as I like to, just getting stuck in traffic. You know, even when you're at home, you're stuck in traffic because there are certain things you have to do, chores and whatnot, that have to get done and yet are not contributing to your bottom line one iota. Well, why not use that time to actually learn something new? And the best way to go about it is to actually download the MP3, throw it on your iPhone, and then listen to it. You can actually listen to it at a higher speed. I speed it up a little bit because you can still listen to it at a higher speed without affecting the comprehension whatsoever. PDFs are, for the most part, the actual presentations that he has on screen, so you can kind of follow along later on and actually find where it is within the presentation that you heard a specific part by opening up these PDFs, doing a quick search, and find it really quickly, and then just go and watch that part of the video, because then you'll be able to know exactly where it is. Okay, so I did promise to show you how to get a free Amazon Kindle Fire. This is the latest reader by Amazon. This is the latest Kindle reader. Full color, it's actually a tablet. And you can get it for free, but this is how you do it. You need to get a course. Just don't go ahead and get it through regular channels. If you go to a regular sales page, you're not going to get it. What you need to do is you need to type in a special URL in order to get it. Now, we actually linked it in the button below this video, but I'm going to put it on screen right now so you can see it. This is the link that you need to go to. Basically, if you buy the course through that link, you will get a free Amazon Kindle Fire. Okay, so that's the trick. That's a secret handshake. And if you don't believe me, just go ahead and go to the regular page and try buying it through there, and for a fact you're not going to be able to get it. So you guys hopefully enjoyed this preview and enjoyed this little trick, and I wish you all the best.